Crack open the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Bianchi's sports page here on JR, brought to you by Kaufman and Lind Injury Attorneys. Good morning, Bianchi. What's happening in your world over there at the luxury condo buried somewhere deep in Metro West?
That's right. What's happening is Orlando City off to a great start last night. Not the MLS season, but in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, they rout their opponent last night, 3-0 Calvary FC, a club from Canada, a good club from Canada. They rout them 3-0, so they advance in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. They'll actually host Calvary, when is that? Next week, in the second game of that series.
Where is Calvary in Canada?
Calvary FC. Where is that?
Heard of Calgary?
British Columbia.
Okay.
British Columbia.
Are you dogging him? Is it really Calgary?
I have no idea. I'm asking. I don't know.
Yeah. Calvary, not Calgary.
Sounds like a church.
It does, man. Like it should be an assembly.
Right. That's it. That's what I was thinking of, yes.
Well, the Calvary didn't come through for Calvary FC last night. The Calvary that came through was more like Custard's Calvary.
Right, there you go.
So there you have it. 3-0 Orlando City wins. They actually begin the MLS season Saturday, 7:30 p.m. at the Purple Palace. They will host Montreal, another club from Canada.
So the MLS season actually got started last night with a showcase game from Fort Lauderdale, Bulldog.
Yeah, I'm reading from the AP story right now. A quote, Lionel Messi helped set up both goals, and Inter Miami survived to win a 2-0 game over Real Salt Lake. They
would work his name into the headline if all he was parked in the parking lot.
Right, he scored no goals last night, and he was the focal point of the Associated Press story. Can you imagine in basketball if a guy scores the game-winning basket, not mentioning his name, but mentioning the guy who fed him the ball?
Right.
Good Lord. The MLS season's just started. I'm already tired of Messi mania. I'm sorry. I'm tired of it.
You spend that money, though, you got to take advantage of it in any way you can.
Oh, I know. It's good for MLS. A lot of eyeballs on Messi, obviously. I guess there's Apple TV has a Messi documentary on now. Apple's obviously the what is it? The streaming service that televises MLS. You can't get it over linear TV. So they're taking advantage of Messi, no question about it. In fact, they helped pay some of Messi's contract when he came to MLS.
Don't get me wrong, guys. I wish I had Messi money.
And don't get us wrong. If for those of you rolling your eyes right now, if we had him here in Orlando, we'd be singing the praises.
We'd be raving about Messi. He's so great for the league. And instead, we're tired of him already. All right, Gators in college basketball. They're ranked number 24 in the country. They go down to number 13, Alabama, in overtime last night. Gators had a shot to win that game, but Alabama ends up winning it 98-93. Gators are going to make the tournament. They're a good team. So looks like the Gators, they're 18-8 right now, 8-5 in the SEC. So even though they lost the game, that was a quality loss, as the NCAA tournament committee would say. Magic post All-Star break is over for them. They're on the road tonight to take on the red-hot Cleveland Cavaliers, the number 2 team in the Eastern Conference. Not a good sign, though, for the Magic. So they're coming off the All-Star break, had several days off, and they're going to be without Markelle Fultz tonight. Their starting point guard. It's not a good sign when you come off the All-Star break and your starting point guard is already not available. Fultz has that left knee issue. What are they calling it? Injury maintenance on his left knee. All right. So he won't play tonight. I'm going to say this right now. Fultz has just been too injury prone. I don't think there's any way the Magic, he's on the last year of his contract. I don't think there's any way the Magic sign him to a lucrative long-term deal after the season, bring him back next year.
We're going to conjure up some good Magic mojo tonight. We got a Magic watch party at Frogger's in Oviedo from 6 to 8. And that we're going to give away 2 pairs of tickets to go sit in the catered Mick Ultra Suite at Kia Center for an upcoming game. So you might want to come out and join us. Yeah.
By the way, the Magic are just a half game in back of the 6th spot, which is the cutoff for the playoffs as opposed to the play-in tournaments. So, they have a fairly nice schedule at the end of the season. So they could make the playoffs without having to go through the play-in route to get into the postseason. Let's hope so. 15 of the Magic's final 27 games are at home. College football talking about a 14-team playoff starting in 2026. Obviously, the first 2 years of the expanded 12-team playoff, 2024, 2025, then the contract runs out. They're already talking about expanding to 14 teams. Lynch, you like this?
Why don't we just see how the 12 route goes, and if that pacifies all the concerns before we even go there? Right,
because they have to sign the new contract for the new deal, and the more teams. You know what the more teams means?
The more TV money. Yeah,
the more TV money, more inventory for the TV network that televises the college football playoff. I say the more the merrier. I mean, as long as you don't get up to the NCAA basketball,
right.
14 or 16 teams.
Right,
I love it. I think it. People say it dilutes the regular season. Hell, I think it enhances the regular season. You obviously you'd have to come up with a formula how many automatic qualifiers, like the SEC and the Big Ten. They're pushing already to have 2 or 3 automatic qualifiers if they go to a 14-team playoff. So,
hey, Bulldog, are you going to be making your way out to ballpark for some spring training action? Those games starting up this weekend.
That's right. Spring training is here already.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. By the way, did you see this story? Do you know who Eli Gold is?
Yeah. A voice of Alabama and MRN Motor Racing Network and long time.
He's not the voice of Alabama anymore. They shoved him out the door yesterday.
Wow.
After 35 years. They made it sound like, he's stepping down, but he came out yesterday and said, this wasn't my decision.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
35 years. God.
Yeah, 35 years as the voice of Alabama Crimson Tide.
Ask Feinbaum what he thinks about that one.
Feinbaum will probably dance his way around that one.
Right, exactly. Mike the Bulldog Bianchi doing his dance here every morning during the sports page on JRR. You can catch him hosting Open Mic on AM 740 and FM 96.9 The Game on adjacent to us. It's brought to you by Kaufman and Lynn, injury attorneys.
Listen to Under Oath with attorney Jeff Kaufman every Saturday morning, 7:30 FM 96.9 The Game. Catch extended versions of Under Oath by searching for Under Oath with Jeff Kaufman on your favorite streaming platform.
Linton Taco on demand. Download the iHeartRadio